Imagine for a moment a world where the chase never ends. We're constantly on the hunt for happiness, success, and fulfillment, believing that the next achievement, the next step, will be the one to finally satisfy us. Yet what if I told you that this endless pursuit might be the very thing holding us back from truly experiencing the richness of life? This might sound counterintuitive, but there is a profound truth waiting to be uncovered. The less we seek, the more we find. This isn't about giving up on dreams or settling for less. Rather, it's a call to shift our focus and realize that perhaps, in the simplicity of not seeking, lies the key to unlocking a life filled with more peace, joy, and fulfillment than we ever imagined possible. Join me as we explore this paradox of seeking and discover together how this gentle shift in perspective might just be the answer we've been searching for all along. Desires are the driving force behind the most remarkable achievements in our lives. They push us forward, ignite our passions, and give us reasons to strive for greatness. Yet there's a thin line between healthy ambition and allowing our desires to overwhelm us. When we cross this line, our lives become a never-ending race for more. More success, more possessions, and more accolades. But at what cost? The relentless pursuit of these desires often leads us down a path filled with stress and dissatisfaction. We find ourselves caught in a cycle where every achievement only fuels the hunger for the next, leaving us feeling empty and exhausted. This cycle can cloud our judgment, making us forget why we started chasing these dreams in the first place. It's important to remember that while desires can motivate us, they should not define us or dictate our happiness. Let's learn to recognize when enough is truly enough, find balance in our lives, and rediscover the joy of living for the moments that truly matter. Throughout history, the wisdom of seeking less to find more has been echoed by diverse cultures and philosophies around the globe, illuminating a path to deeper fulfillment and peace. This timeless wisdom teaches us to look beyond the surface of our desires, urging us to find contentment and richness in simplicity. From the ancient teachings of Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching, we learn the value of simplicity and the power of yielding. Lao Tzu's words encourage us to accept a life of less striving and more being, highlighting the strength found in softness and the abundance that comes from simplicity. In the heart of India, the Bhagavad Gita offers profound insights into the nature of desire and the importance of acting without attachment to the outcomes. This sacred text teaches us that true peace and happiness come not from the fruits of our actions, but from the act of giving our best without being ensnared by the desire for rewards. The Stoics of ancient Greece preached the virtue of contentment and the importance of focusing on what is within our control. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, reminded us of the tranquility that comes when we detach from the chaos of desires and focus on the simplicity of the present moment. Buddhism teaches the principle of non-attachment, encouraging followers to let go of desires that cause suffering. The Buddha's teachings guide us towards a path of moderation, where the middle way leads to enlightenment and liberation from the endless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. The Sufi mystic Rumi spoke of the soul's journey beyond the illusions of the world, urging us to seek the treasure within rather than the fleeting pleasures of the material world. His poetic verses inspire us to look inward and discover the boundless joy and love that reside in the core of our being. In the minimalist philosophies of Japan, such as wabi-sabi and ma, we find a celebration of the beauty and imperfection and the value of space and restraint. These philosophies invite us to appreciate the elegance of simplicity and the depth that comes from being uncluttered. Native American cultures have long held the belief in living harmoniously with nature, valuing the lessons of the earth and the interconnectedness of all life. Their traditions teach us to appreciate the abundance of the natural world and find contentment in the simple, essential aspects of life. In the modern world, the minimalist movement seeks to counteract the noise and clutter of consumerism by advocating for a simpler, more intentional way of living. This movement encourages us to question what we truly need and find freedom and fulfillment in reduction rather than accumulation. Philosophers like Henry David Thoreau explored the essence of simple living in natural surroundings, arguing that a life unencumbered by possessions allows us to live more fully and deeply. Thoreau's experiment at Walden Pond serves as a testament to the richness that comes from accepting simplicity and finding abundance in the natural world. Together, these historical and philosophical perspectives weave a rich tapestry of wisdom, offering us guidance on the path to a more fulfilled and peaceful existence. By heeding these timeless teachings, we learn to navigate the complexities of life with grace, finding joy not in the pursuit of more, but in the beauty of less. There was a time in my life, much like in the lives of many, when the pursuit of more seemed to be the only path to happiness. It was during this relentless chase that an unexpected turn of events led to a profound realization. I remember one weekend when I gave up on the world and went into the quiet lap of nature, having no specific plans or objectives in mind. It was there, amidst the whispering trees and gentle streams, that the beauty of life, unchased and unforced, unfolded before me. The joy and peace I found in those simple moments were a stark contrast to the hustle that had defined my days. Another story that comes to mind is that of a friend who, after years of climbing the corporate ladder, decided to take a sabbatical. With no objectives to meet or targets to chase, he volunteered in a small community abroad. It was in the smiles of those he helped and the simplicity of daily life that he found a satisfaction no paycheck had ever provided. This experience reshaped his understanding of success and fulfillment, leading him to redefine his life's direction. Then, there was the case of a renowned chef who, after decades of creating extravagant dishes, discovered the essence of cooking a humble meal prepared with care at a roadside stall during his travels. The depth of flavor and warmth he experienced in that simple dish reminded him of the core of his passion for cooking, reigniting his love for the craft in ways he hadn't felt in years. I also remember a teacher who, overwhelmed by the demands of curriculum and standards, decided to strip away the complexities of her lesson plans for a week. She focused instead on the joy of learning and the curiosity of her students. That week turned out to be the most rewarding of her career, filled with genuine engagement and discovery, both for her and her students. In my journey, a moment of revelation came when I chose to let go of meticulously planning every vacation. On a trip where I allowed the days to unfold naturally, I stumbled upon a small, unassuming art gallery that moved me deeply. offering an artistic experience I might have missed had I been too focused on following a strict itinerary. A neighbor once shared how, after years of feeling inadequate in a society obsessed with material success, he found profound happiness in simplifying his life. Downsizing his home and possessions, he found richness in experiences and relationships, transforming his definition of a fulfilling life. There's a story of an athlete accustomed to rigorous, structured training who, upon suffering an injury, was forced to take a gentler approach to exercise. In this period of forced rest and moderation, she discovered a passion for yoga and meditation, which not only aided her recovery, but also brought her a sense of peace and mental clarity she had never known before. A writer struggling with writer's block decided to step away from the pressures of publishing. In the quiet that followed, he rediscovered his love for writing through personal journaling, without the constraints of deadlines or expectations. This return to the joy of writing for its own sake reignited his creativity and led to his most successful work yet. A family accustomed to lavish holidays, packed with activities, discovered the beauty of staycations. In the simplicity of being together, with no plans other than enjoying each other's company, they found a deeper bond and joy in the little things: game nights, cooking together, and storytelling. Each of these stories, in their essence, shares a common thread: the realization that when we let go of the constant striving for more, we open ourselves to the unexpected treasures of life. It's in the spaces between our efforts that we often find the joy and fulfillment we've been seeking all along. In our quest for happiness, we often find ourselves caught in a paradox. The more actively we chase after it, the more elusive it seems to become. This intriguing phenomenon, known as the happiness paradox, reveals a profound truth about the nature of joy and contentment in our lives. Consider the analogy of a butterfly. Much like happiness, if we chase it directly, it flutters away, always just out of reach. However, if we sit still and focus on other things, it might just land softly on us when we least expect it. This metaphor beautifully illustrates the essence of the happiness paradox. When our lives become centered around the pursuit of happiness as a goal to be achieved, we set ourselves up for a never-ending chase, because happiness isn't a destination to arrive at, but a byproduct of living a life rich in meaning and purpose. Psychological research supports this view, suggesting that people who place high importance on being happy often report feeling less happy and more depressed than those who don't focus so much on happiness itself. It appears that the pressure to be happy can lead to a sense of inadequacy and disappointment when reality doesn't meet our expectations. Let's delve deeper with a simple example. Imagine deciding to spend the weekend doing things you believe should make you happy, like shopping for things you don't need or binge-watching TV shows. By Sunday night, you might find yourself feeling unfulfilled or even restless, wondering why the happiness you chased feels so fleeting. Imagine a different weekend where you set no explicit goal to achieve happiness. Instead, you spend time with loved ones, engage in a hobby you enjoy, or help someone in need. Without the direct pursuit of happiness, you might find yourself feeling genuinely content and fulfilled, surprised by the joy that comes from engaging in activities that resonate with your deeper values and connect you with others. The happiness paradox also teaches us about the significance of accepting the full spectrum of human emotions. By accepting that life includes moments of sadness, anxiety, and frustration, we open ourselves to a more authentic experience of happiness when it does occur. Happiness that is recognized as fleeting and precious, rather than a permanent state we must constantly chase, becomes more profound and satisfying. Another aspect is the role of gratitude and mindfulness in experiencing happiness. By appreciating the present moment and recognizing the good in our lives, we can experience joy that is not contingent on the next achievement or acquisition. This mindful approach allows us to find happiness in the simplicity of being rather than in the complexity of seeking. In understanding the happiness paradox, we're invited to shift our perspective from chasing happiness as a goal to cultivating it as a byproduct of living a life true to ourselves. It's about finding joy in the journey, not just the destination, in the connections we make, not just the successes we achieve, and in the simple moments, not just the monumental milestones. Through this lens, the pursuit of happiness becomes less about what we chase and more about how we choose to live our lives each day. It's a subtle yet powerful shift that opens the door to a deeper, more sustainable form of happiness, one that doesn't slip away but grows from within, enriching our lives in ways we never anticipated. In our lives, imbued with the drive to constantly achieve and find new heights, there lies a hidden strength in the act of letting go. This notion may seem counterintuitive in a world that praises the pursuit of more. Yet the power of releasing the need to constantly seek is transformative. It's about shifting our focus from the external treasures we chase to the internal riches we already possess. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on our dreams or ambitions. Instead, it's about loosening the grip of specific expectations, the relentless pursuit that often blinds us to the opportunities and blessings already present in our lives. It's in this space of openness that we allow ourselves to receive what truly serves our highest good, often arriving in forms we hadn't anticipated. Imagine for a moment the feeling of relief that comes from releasing a heavy burden you've been carrying on your shoulders. This metaphorical unloading is what happens when we let go of the compulsive need to find and achieve. Suddenly, our journey becomes lighter, and we can breathe more freely, making room for unexpected joys and serendipitous discoveries to enter our lives. The beauty of letting go lies in the trust it requires. Trust in the journey, trust in ourselves, and trust in the timing of our lives. It's understanding that sometimes the best way to move forward is not by pushing harder, but by stepping back, reassessing, and allowing the flow of life to guide us. This approach fosters a sense of peace and contentment. When we're not frantically searching for the next thing to fill a perceived void, we open ourselves to experiencing the richness of the present moment. We start to notice the small miracles around us, the beauty of a sunset, the laughter of a friend, the serenity of a quiet morning. Simple pleasures that, in our relentless pursuit, might have gone unnoticed. Letting go also cultivates resilience. By surrendering the need for control over every outcome, we become more adaptable, more open to change, and better equipped to face life's uncertainties. This flexibility is a cornerstone of inner strength, allowing us to navigate the highs and lows with grace and poise. Moreover, when we release the need to constantly achieve, we permit ourselves to fail, to try new things without the fear of not meeting a certain standard. This freedom is the birthplace of creativity and innovation, where we can explore, experiment, and grow in directions we never thought possible. The act of letting go invites us into a deeper relationship with ourselves. It encourages self-reflection, prompting us to question what we truly need and want beyond societal expectations or external validation. This introspection leads us to discover our core values and passions, guiding us toward a life that genuinely fulfills us. In the dance of life, letting go is not a step backward, but a bold leap forward. It's an invitation to experience life more fully, accept its unpredictability with open arms, and find contentment and joy in the journey itself. By releasing our tight hold on the need to constantly find and achieve, we open our hearts to receive the abundance that life has to offer, often finding that what we truly need and want was within our reach all along. In the whirlwind of our daily lives, patience and presence stand as beacons of tranquility, guiding us toward a deeper understanding and appreciation of the world around us. These qualities, often overlooked in the rush to the next achievement, hold the key to unlocking a richer, more fulfilling experience of life. Patience is not merely waiting, it's an active engagement with time, a profound acceptance that everything unfolds in its perfect moment. It teaches us resilience, allowing us to face challenges with grace and understanding that our journey is as much about the path we tread as the destinations we aim to reach. Cultivating patience begins with small, everyday moments. Waiting in line, sitting in traffic, or navigating delays. It's in these moments that we practice staying calm and centered, finding peace within ourselves despite external circumstances. Presence, on the other hand, invites us to fully inhabit the here and now and to immerse ourselves completely in the current moment. It's a conscious choice to engage fully with our surroundings, to listen deeply, and to observe the richness of life as it unfolds. Being present enhances our experiences, relationships, and self-awareness, offering us a clearer perspective on what truly matters. To cultivate these invaluable qualities, consider integrating mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Mindfulness meditation, even for a few minutes a day, can significantly enhance your ability to remain present and patient. It trains the mind to focus on the current moment, acknowledge thoughts and feelings without judgment, and return the breath as an anchor of calm. Another practical approach is to engage in activities that naturally encourage presence, such as gardening, painting, or playing a musical instrument. These activities require our full attention, pulling us into the moment and offering a reprieve from the distractions of daily life. Practicing gratitude is another powerful way to foster patience and presence. By taking time each day to reflect on what we're thankful for, we anchor ourselves in the present and cultivate a sense of contentment that nurtures patience. This practice can be as simple as writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day, or taking a moment to appreciate a beautiful aspect of your surroundings. Setting aside technology regularly can also help. In today's digital age, constant notifications and the allure of social media can pull us out of the moment. Allocating specific times to disconnect from digital devices allows us to reconnect with ourselves, our loved ones, and the world around us, fostering both presence and patience. Finally, adopting the practice of slow living can enhance our capacity for patience and presence. This doesn't mean doing everything at a snail's pace, but rather choosing to do fewer things with greater focus and appreciation. It's about quality over quantity, savoring the moments that make up our lives. Incorporating these practices into our daily lives not only enriches our personal experience, but also influences those around us, creating a ripple effect of patience and presence. As we become more patient and present, we inspire others to explore these depths within themselves, collectively contributing to a more mindful, compassionate world. In our journey toward a life of seeking less and discovering more, practical steps can guide us toward achieving a serene balance. This balance isn't about abandoning our goals, but about intertwining our ambitions with a profound appreciation for the present. Let's explore actionable advice to cultivate this harmonious approach in our daily lives. First, begin by redefining success on your own terms. Society often dictates a one-size-fits-all definition of success, but true fulfillment comes from identifying what genuinely matters to you. Reflect on your passions, values, and dreams. What brings you joy? Tailor your goals to align with these discoveries, ensuring they serve your well-being and happiness. Incorporating mindfulness exercises into your routine can drastically shift your perspective from constant seeking to appreciating what is. Start with a simple daily meditation practice, dedicating a few moments each morning or evening to sit in silence, focusing on your breath. This practice grounds you in the present, helping to clear the clutter of incessant wanting and to foster a sense of contentment with what you already have. Another practical step is to practice digital detoxes. In a world where our worth is often measured by online personas and endless notifications, lure us into a state of perpetual longing. Stepping back from social media and digital distractions can help us reconnect with ourselves and the real world around us. Designate times during your day or week when you consciously unplug, allowing space for reflection, connection, and presence. Gratitude journaling is a powerful tool to shift focus from seeking to appreciating. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This could range from the warmth of the sun to a meaningful conversation with a friend. Gratitude reshapes our mindset, highlighting the abundance in our lives, contrary to what we're often led to believe we lack. Setting mindful consumption habits is also crucial. Before acquiring something new, ask yourself if it's something you truly need, or if it's merely filling a void of dissatisfaction. This doesn't mean you should never indulge in or enjoy material things, but it encourages making conscious choices that reflect your true desires and values rather than impulsive wants. Engage in activities that naturally foster presence and satisfaction. This could be as simple as taking a walk in nature, cooking a meal from scratch, or diving into a creative hobby. These activities offer intrinsic satisfaction, drawing our focus away from external validation and toward the joy of the moment. Learning to say no is a vital step in seeking less. In a culture that glorifies busyness, it's essential to guard your time and energy. Prioritize activities and commitments that align with your values and bring you joy, rather than spreading yourself thin in the pursuit of more. Finally, cultivate patience in the pursuit of your goals. Understand that worthwhile achievements often take time and that detours and setbacks are part of the process. This acceptance allows you to savor the journey, finding lessons and joys in the unfolding of your path, rather than fixating solely on the destination. By integrating these practices into your life, you'll find a beautiful equilibrium between aspiring for the future and reveling in the now. This balance isn't about halting progress, but about moving forward with intention, grace, and an open heart, ready to welcome the abundance that comes when we start seeking less. On the canvas of our lives, the art of accepting simplicity and cultivating a sense of gratitude paints a picture rich with color and vibrancy. This approach to living is not about having less for the sake of minimalism, but about making space for more of what truly matters: more joy, more peace, and more fulfillment. Let's explore how we can simplify our lives and deepen our appreciation for the abundance that surrounds us. To begin, assess your environment and belongings. Simplifying your space can lead to a clearer mind and a more tranquil heart. Ask yourself what items you truly need and use, and which ones are merely occupying space without adding value to your life. This doesn't mean you must live spartanly, but it encourages you to create an environment that reflects what's important to you. Simplifying also applies to how we spend our time. Evaluate your commitments and hobbies. Do they bring you joy and fulfillment, or do they feel like obligations that drain your energy? Prioritizing activities that resonate with your soul not only frees up your schedule, but also enriches your life with meaningful experiences. Gratitude is the golden thread that weaves through the fabric of a simplified life. Start each day by acknowledging something you're grateful for. This could be as simple as a delicious cup of coffee, a warm shower, or the smile of a loved one. Recognizing these daily blessings shifts our focus from what we lack to the abundance we possess. Cultivate the practice of mindful eating, taking the time to appreciate the flavors, textures, and origins of your food. This practice not only enhances your dining experience, but also fosters gratitude for the nourishment and pleasure food brings into our lives. Keep a gratitude journal, jotting down moments, people, or things you're thankful for each day. This tangible record becomes a source of inspiration and perspective, especially on challenging days, reminding you of the beauty and abundance that exist in your life. Share your gratitude with others. Expressing appreciation to people in your life not only strengthens your relationships, but also amplifies your sense of gratitude. A simple thank you can illuminate the interconnectedness and richness of our human experience. Practice presence in nature. Spending time in our natural surroundings reminds us of the simple pleasures life offers. The serenity of a sunset, the melody of bird songs, and the tranquility of a quiet forest can deepen our appreciation for the world's beauty, encouraging a grateful heart. Engage in acts of kindness. Giving to others without expectation of return brings a profound sense of joy and fulfillment. Whether it's volunteering, helping a neighbor, or simply offering a kind word, these acts of generosity enrich our lives and those of others, fostering a cycle of gratitude and giving. Reflect on your journey and the lessons you learned along the way. Each experience, whether joyful or challenging, contributes to our growth and understanding. Accepting the entirety of our journey with gratitude allows us to appreciate our resilience and the richness of our lives. By accepting simplicity and nurturing gratitude, we discover the essence of a truly abundant life. It's a life where joy is found not in the endless pursuit of more, but in the depth of our experiences, the quality of our relationships, and the simple moments that offer profound beauty and fulfillment. This path invites us to view the world through a lens of gratitude, where every day is an opportunity to celebrate the abundance that life generously offers. As we stand at the threshold of this journey toward seeking less, it's essential to recognize that this path is deeply personal and continuously evolving. It's a journey that doesn't promise instant gratification or a one-size-fits-all solution, but offers something far more rewarding, the promise of genuine peace and fulfillment that comes from accepting simplicity, nurturing gratitude, and letting go of the incessant need for more. This approach to life is not about denying ourselves the pleasures and ambitions that drive us, but about redefining what truly matters. It's about making space for growth, joy, and contentment in the everyday moments that, all too often, go unnoticed in our busy lives. It invites us to slow down, appreciate the abundance that surrounds us, and find satisfaction not in accumulation, but in connection and presence. As you start on this journey, do so with an open heart and mind. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate the shifts and changes that come with adopting this new perspective. Remember, the beauty of this path lies in its ability to transform not just our external lives, but also our inner selves, leading us to discover layers of peace and happiness we might not have known existed. I encourage you to explore this approach, to question, to reflect, and to find your own balance between seeking and being. Let the insights and practices shared here be a starting point, a beacon to guide you as you carve out your path toward a more fulfilling life. And as we conclude this journey together, I invite you to continue exploring, learning, and growing. If this message resonates with you, if you feel inspired to start on this path of seeking less and discovering more, I ask you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Join us as we continue to explore ways to live more intentionally, more joyfully, and more contentedly. Together, let's accept the journey ahead, with all its potential for transformation and discovery. Thank you for sharing this time with me and for opening your heart to the possibility of a life enriched not by the pursuit of more, but by the profound joy of less.